Batman is dead. A huge new criminal underworld has taken over the streets of Gotham City. Now it depends on the Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin, protecting Gotham, bringing hope to its citizens, discipline to its policemen and fear to its criminals. From solving mysteries that connect the darkest chapters in the city's history, to defeating notorious villains in epic clashes, you must become the new Dark Knight and save the streets from chaos. Gotham Knights is an open-world action RPG set in the most dynamic and interactive Gotham City of all time. Both in solo play and with another hero. Patrol Gotham's 5 distinct districts and watch for criminal activity wherever you find it.
Salieri wants you to know that he's very grateful. So if you ever need anything, maybe a loan, or some honest work, don't hesitate to ask. Don doesn't forget his friends.
Part 1 of the Mafia crime saga, 1930s. Lost Heaven IL. Remade from the ground up. Rise through the ranks of the Mafia during the Prohibition era of organized crime. After a run-in with the mob, cab driver Tommy Angelo is thrust into a deadly underworld. Initially uneasy about falling in with the Salieri crime family, Tommy soon finds that the rewards are too big to ignore. Live the life of the Prohibition-era gangster and rise through the ranks of the Mafia.
Tom, don't do nothing you don't want to be remembered for, you hear me?
Probably too late for that.
No!
Rio, raised in Oblivion as a first-person shooter, FPS, with elements of survival and action. The game is set in a fictional version of Rio de Janeiro, in which a new and dangerous virus appears in the region of Praça Seca. Those infected with the virus suffer strong hallucinations and become highly aggressive. In view of the rapid spread of the disease, the local government decided to create sanitary barriers to isolate the region. No one can enter or leave until the cure is discovered. You are a survivor trapped within the containment area. In addition to those infected, who may appear accompanied by hordes, it is also possible to find other players. Hazel Sky is a heartfelt adventure about a young engineer facing his destiny and his desires. Sent to an island far from home in the flying city of Gideon, Shane must pass the trials and return as an engineer or face banishment. Connected via radio, Shane and fellow trainee engineer, Aaron strike up an illicit friendship. A friendship that will change the way Shane sees the world. The trials are the ultimate test that every engineer must take before taking the honored role. For Shane, the trials are his destiny, but destiny and desire rarely align. In a world divided between honored engineers and reviled artists, Shane finds himself torn. The trials, events in Gideon, and an unlikely romance tell the bittersweet story of love, ambition, and a society on the brink of something new.
5.
Immortals Fenyx Rising brings grand mythological adventure to life. Play as Fenyx, a new, winged demigod, on a quest to save the Greek gods. The fate of the world is at stake. You are the god's last hope. Wield the powers of the gods like Achilles' sword and Daedalus' wings to battle powerful enemies and solve ancient puzzles. Fight iconic mythological beasts like Cyclops and Medusa in dynamic combat in the air and on the ground. Use your skills and diverse weapons, including self-guided arrows, telekinesis, and more, for devastating damage. Discover a stylized open world across 7 unique regions, each inspired by the gods. The fate of the city is in your hands. It's been 15 years since humanity lost to the virus. The last great human settlement exists within an unforgiving, infected world, plunged into a modern dark age. During the day, bandits, factions and starving survivors roam the streets scavenging for scraps, or someone to take them from, by violence if necessary. At night the infected roam free, evacuating their dark hideouts to prey on the living. You are Aiden Caldwell, an infected survivor. Your exceptional agility and brutal combat skills make you a powerful ally and a valuable commodity in this dangerous world. You can achieve things no one else can. Enter places no one else dares. With your unique abilities you have the power to be an agent of change within this decaying metropolis.
7.
Gotta say, I'm disappointed, bud. Krieger.
You think you can beat the Tinker? Rock some. You can.
Every time I think I got this Spider-Man thing figured out, something goes wrong.
In the latest adventure in the Marvel's Spider-Man universe, teenager Miles Morales is adjusting to his new home while following in the footsteps of his mentor, Peter Parker, as a new Spider-Man. But when a fierce power struggle threatens to destroy his new home, the aspiring hero realizes that with great power, there must also come great responsibility. To save all of Marvel's New York, Miles must take up the mantle of Spider-Man and own it.
You gave your people a new home when your motherland turned bare. You gave the Vikings
Become Eva,
something to
a
fight
powerful
for.
Viking invader, and lead your clan from the arid shores of Norway to a new home amid the lush farms of England in the 9th century. Explore a beautiful and mysterious open world where you will face brutal enemies, invade fortresses, build your new clan settlement and form alliances to gain glory and win a place in Valhalla. England in the age of the Vikings is a fragmented nation of small lords and warring kingdoms. Beneath the chaos lies a rich and untamed land waiting for a new conqueror. Show your power.
Now go, Eivor. Claim your place in Valhalla.
9.
London is in a death spiral.
Move in and lock down the city.
Destruction is always the cure.
The city needs a resistance, and it starts with you.
Watch Dogs Legion. Build a resistance from virtually anyone you see as you hack, infiltrate, and fight to take back a near future London that is facing its downfall. Welcome to the Resistance. Recruit and play as anyone in the city. Everyone you see has a unique backstory, personality, and skill set. Hack armed drones, deploy spider bots, and take down enemies using an augmented reality cloak. Explore a massive urban open world featuring London's many iconic landmarks and fun side activities. Take your recruits online and team up with your friends as you complete missions and challenging endgame content.
Here's the bastard responsible. Done and dusted.
Let's take back London.
can give me all your desires.
Watch out! Shadows incoming!
Give it everything you've got, guys!
Join the Phantom Thieves and strike back against the corruption overtaking cities across Japan. A summer vacation with close friends takes a sudden turn as a distorted reality emerges. Reveal the truth and redeem the hearts of those imprisoned at the center of the crisis. Jump into the stylish world of Persona in an all-new story. Dynamically control your team during explosive action combat. Battle across Japan in an epic road trip.
And all those desires you stole.
We're taking them all back.
Do you realize how dangerous a position you're in right now?
It's it! My turn! Good move, Joker!
Let's do this!
Unleash the chains that bind you and take back the people's hearts.